Stadium. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Here we go, side.
Fields going to throw right away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
A handoff for Warren. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. On the give, it's Warren. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
Easy.
Back to throw, Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, 5:51. Oh, hurry up.
Now Fields. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
17.
Back to throw, Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's brought down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hey, Cal. Hold on.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
We're good. Super one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 44 yards. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
DC.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Goff looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Warren. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Running left, it's Warren. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll run it. Warren. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
No mas, no mas. Here we go. Hey, Can. Tonight.
Now it's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Alpha. Tonight.
Fields now to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Tonight.
A shotgun snap. Fields eluding the pressure right. Finds Pickens out right. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Warren is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Fields throwing the out route and complete. It's Warren. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jalen Warren from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Here we go, son. Hey, Can.
Fields trying to throw for it. Out to his left. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Value three.
Now it's gone. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Delta. Go.
Here's Fields. Austin brings in the quick throw. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Can. You got a tonight.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Austin is there and brings in another one. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Extend.
Fields throwing again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys the lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2 for 66.
To throw is gone. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And room there to work it inside the 25. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Gone. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Goff now looking to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 27 yards, and the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Easy, easy, easy. Tonight.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 62 yards. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, they went for the lead there, and remember, that's the second 2-point try they haven't converted on, so those 2 extra points, if they had those, they'd be winning.
And I think the reason they're going for it here is that they were unsuccessful the first time. So when you miss the first time, you're now in a position where you're chasing points, and in this case, it didn't work out well for them at all.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go. Delta. No mas, no mas.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields throwing the out route incomplete. It's Warren. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Fields flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, here's Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if
and this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Khalif Raymond, one man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
14.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Dancing to his left. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Here we go. Tonight.
Here's Fields. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Warren. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now you won. 2 up. 2 for 1. 2.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. Points through the contact. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Listen.
Goff going to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now it's gone. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
29, Steelers 18.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This is 1st and 10.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Here we go, Side. Alpha, let's go. All right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
All right.
Back to throw. Fields steps away to his left. That's to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jack Campbell with a pick, and the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it in.